Hey fellas, I'm Carter. Do you want to go fast? Do you want to fly a jet straight into the ocean? Do you want to cruise around the battlefield in your shiny new Warthog and commit vehicular manslaughter? Well then I have just the thing for you. A driver's license. Today we are talking about vehicles in video games. A good vehicle system can take a goopy, slimy game like this and turn it into a 3 Michelin star meal. And for the sake of clarity, I'm counting vehicles as anything that gets poor Arthur Morgan off his feet. So yeah, we're gonna talk about horses. I know you guys want to hear me talk about horses. Pretty much anything that isn't walking, I consider a vehicle. But starting out, let's keep it simple. Let's talk about cars.
I'm American made.
It's hard to make cars feel bad, but there is a perfect balance required to make them feel good. If there's too much friction, the car will feel weak and unresponsive. But if there isn't enough friction, then you'll be sliding around like a high school parking lot in January. But when you get that ratio in perfect harmony, it can feel amazing. Like there's a reason why GTA Online's car culture is such a huge part of the game after so many years. It's because they just feel good. There are literally people who play GTA just to drive around for a little bit. And game modes like sumo and stunt races just take it to a whole nother level. But as far as car games go, traditional racing games take the cake. When an entire game's gameplay is focused around cars, you know it's going to be good. And just a little side note, the graphics in Forza are some of the best goddamn graphics this side of the Mississippi. Also, it's kind of like a stretch, but you know, it's not really cars, but racing games, you know. Point is, Mario Kart, they gave me a wheel. I like the wheel. For the next category, we are talking about loading all the boys up into a 4-door and just driving around for a little bit. Or having your buddy fire a minigun mounted on the back while you try to run over as many people as you possibly can. Filling up a Warthog will never not be fun. And getting all the boys in a battlefield helicopter is always great, until the inevitable kamikaze crash. There was a period of time where I thought this type of game was gone. With the new Battlefront games removing the ability to just hop in cars that are just sitting out in the battlefield, I kind of thought that all hope was gone. But then, Battle Royale games came in. When my friend group started playing PUBG, we had one consistent strategy between games. We're gonna get a car and run over as many people as we possibly can. Those gameplay mechanics that seemed like they were gonna be lost were brought back by PUBG, Warzone, Blackout, Fortnite even got cars. Like they have an armored battle bus. You gotta. Sometimes though, I don't want a car. Sometimes I want to go X Games mode. Bro, I want to be flipping my kicks. Skate 3 is probably in my top 10 of most played games. Doing some sick ass shit and then ragdolling down a cliff is probably the closest I'll ever be to an Olympic athlete. Like, I can't do any tricks in real life, but in the game, I'm like Tony Hawk. Guys, I know you were waiting for this. It's horse girl time. Horses make a great addition to any game that has a setting without cars. Like horses in Skyrim, which make traversing the map so much easier. Of course, they're always dead. I don't know how this always happens. But like if you complete the Dark Brotherhood quest in Skyrim, you get an invincible horse. I don't know, just thought that was cool. I haven't played a lot of Red Dead, but I'll tell you what, the time that I've spent in the game is essentially all spent just riding my horse around the open world. And for some reason, Minecraft has like a strangely intricate process for breeding good horses. I don't know. I haven't ever like actually done it, but apparently it exists. I mean, really, there's no point to get a horse in Minecraft anymore with Elytra. Speaking of flying,
Watch your jet, bro. Watch your jet!
Flying a Banshee in Halo 2 makes me feel like a fucking aerial ace. I mean, all the flying vehicles in Halo kind of do this, so I love you, Halo. Microsoft Flight Simulator is one of the most complicated games that I've ever played, which makes sense because it is a literal flight simulator, so I guess I don't know what I should expect. In Destroy All Humans, a portion of the game literally involves you flying a UFO. A portion of the game involves you flying a UFO around and just scooping things up with your beam. Okay, back to Minecraft Elytra. They're fun to use. It's as simple as that. Okay, so now I'm just gonna list a bunch of vehicles that I like and why I like them. We got the Minecraft minecart. It's a classic. It's building a roller coaster is such a fun part of Minecraft. And the achievement, I think it's called like On a Rail, where you have to build one straight line for 500 blocks and ride all the way. It's just fun to do. I don't know why, but I like it. Another one I like is the tractor from LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga. It's so out of place and I like it for that reason. Okay, and going back to Mario Kart, the vehicle variety, it just adds this whole new skill curve to the game.
Yeah, so
Can you explain to me how the carts affect the skill curve in Mario Kart? Yo, it is me, Carter, the next day. I forgot to record important part to the video. Yeah, so the thing that I would consider like my favorite vehicle experience, I'm trying to focus, but I'm holding a Wii. I'm holding this like scrunchie. I'm holding the Wiimote foreskin. You know what? It's one of my absolute favorite like vehicle memories in video games by far is Soccer Mom. Now, there was a game that me and my friends played in Watch Dogs 1 where you got one person in the Soccer Mom van, and then everyone else in the game just had to try to not get hit. The rules were pretty simple to the game. The Soccer Mom was driving the van, and when you ran over the other players, they had to get in the car and go to soccer practice. It's so stupid, but it was really fun. And the way that the Watch Dogs vehicles are, the cars just slide around, so it made it hard for the Soccer Mom to run everyone over. I don't know. Yeah, so really, enhanced mobility makes my brain gooey. The point is, I like vehicles in video games. If you feel like I missed any or didn't talk about a vehicle I should have, go ahead and comment it down below. Also, if you're at this point in the video, go ahead and subscribe. I mean, you made it this far. In this video, I beat New Super Mario Bros. Wii with a piano. So yeah, we weren't using Wiimotes. I didn't use a Wiimote, freaking, I beat it with a piano.